Amandla. Tata EFF, Tata. Ayikule EFF, ayikule. Amandla. Siyabonga, thank you very much. Fighters, we don't have to waste a lot of time because we must go door to door and ask all young people to get out in their numbers to go and register to remove Ramaphosa from office. We are tired of looking at a big nose called Ramaphosa. Ramaphosa must fall and must fall with immediate effect, because the ANC after elections will not be in power. The EFF is going to govern KwaZulu-Natal because we are the future, and the future is the youth. So the youth must make sure that they register in their numbers, because we want to get you jobs. We want you to work in eThekwini municipality as full-time workers with benefits and pension funds, not working for a private company that works for government. We want insourcing, and we have done insourcing in Johannesburg as the EFF. We have done insourcing at Wits University as the EFF, because we do what we say we will do. So the EFF does not make promises. We make commitment. When we say Sfunum Mhlaba, we are not joking, because we want the land to be returned into the hands of our people. Without the land, you are nothing. When you don't have property, you are equal to nothing. So when we say we want the land, we mean we want to restore your dignity. Because our parents were called boys and girls in the kitchens. Why were they called boys and girls? It's because they were propertyless. So when you don't have property, you are a kid, because only kids cannot have property. That's why we were called boys and girls, because we don't have property. So return the land to our people so that their dignity can come back. We are nothing without jobs. You need jobs for you to be taken serious, for you to be identified as a respected person in society. You must be working. So jobs are at the center of the EFF. We want every young person in KwaMashu to work, and work permanently and have the benefits. Whether you are a cleaner, whether you are a teacher, if a teacher qualifies for medical aid, a cleaner must also qualify for medical aid, because at the end of the day, you are all workers, and workers must have their benefits. We want to make sure that you go to school and go to school free of not paying anything. Because why? We will never solve poverty. We will never solve indignity if our people are not educated. The ANC loves people who are not educated, because people who are not educated do not ask questions. But when you are educated, you ask educated questions, and you hold your leaders accountable. That's why the ANC will not want you to be educated. We give you free education at secondary, primary, and at tertiary level. When you go to university, you must not pay for anything. The only thing that must get you a seat in the university must be your marks. You must pass properly. Then go to university free of charge. We are doing it already now. Even before we are in government, we are registering students in universities as the EFF Student Command, because we said zofunda ngenkani bayathanda bathandi. All children of poor people will have quality education. So Fighters, you must make sure that everybody goes to vote. And if they say they don't want to vote, you must say it's because you love load shedding. If you don't love load shedding, you have to stand up and go and vote, because your vote will stop load shedding. We want to stop load shedding because it kills people, it destroys businesses, children study under difficult conditions because there is no electricity. ANC has destroyed everything. There is nothing that works under the ANC. So when we take over, we are going to have huge responsibility of restoring the electricity and making sure that small businesses do not collapse because they don't have money for generators and for diesel. So you don't want load shedding, you don't want unemployment, you want your land back. Stand up, because you cannot get all of these things if you don't stand up to go and vote. So we fighters, when we leave, we must always make sure that every young person is registered. We need the youth to remove these old people who are stealing your future as the youth. And therefore, if you don't stand up, you must know that you are to be blamed. Here is an opportunity for us to put a government that cares for black people. So I'm not here to speak. I'm speaking on Saturday at Moses Mabhida. I said I cannot go to Moses Mabhida before I come to KwaMashu and come and invite you special to come to Mabhida on Saturday, because this is going to be a different rally. It's a festival of the poor. All of us in that stadium, we are equal. We are fighting for the future of African people. Come and support your own party that loves black people, because this government does not love black people. We are in love with black people, and we are not ashamed of being in love with black people and for fighting for black people. We want proper houses for black people, because there is no dignity in a shack. We need proper houses that are given to you without surnames. You must not know so and so for you to get an RDP. We don't want that. We want you to get an RDP because you qualify. We want you to get jobs in the municipality because you qualify. Not because you had sex with someone in exchange for jobs. Because these ANC people demand sex before they give you a job in a municipality, in the department. We must stop that nonsense, because everybody, whether IFP, EFF, ANC, as long as you qualify, you must get a job. You don't have to be a member of a political party for you to get a job. Jobs must be given to everyone. They say EFF, they say EFF is going to take the grants away. We don't take the grants away. We double them. We make sure that our people benefit from the money they pay. Ramaphosa says if the ANC gets out of power, the grants are going to go. It's not true, because the grants are not from the ANC. The grants are from you. Those are your taxes. That everyone here pays tax. If you are not aware, every time you get into a shop and you buy something, look at that receipt. It's written VAT. That is SASSA money. The 350 is not ANC 350. It's your money that you pay for. And therefore, no one must tell us that, hey, the ANC gave us 350. They didn't give you 350. It's our money. We are paying it ourselves. And we want to keep the 350. But the people must be given that stipend according to their qualification. When you don't have matric, 350. When you get matric, 1,000. When you get a degree, 3,000. Why? Because you must be paid for graduating. If they can't give you a job, they must pay you for going to school, because we want young people to go to school. So if you go to school and there is no job and you earn 350 the same way with the person who didn't go to school, the young ones who come after you will not go to school. They will say, what is the use? Because whether you are educated or not, you don't get a job, you get 350, there are no benefits for you. There must be benefits for going to school. We must reward going to school. You reward it through a job, or else you have to pay, because people can't go to school for nothing. So that's what the EFF represent, and that's what we are fighting for. No one must tell you there is no money. There is too much money. Remember COVID? They were eating the money during COVID, yet they were telling us there is no money. We don't even know where those billions came from, yet they stole them, because government has got enough money. Under the EFF, there won't be too many ministers, and the positions of deputy ministers are going to be cancelled. Deputy for what? Because a lot of these deputy ministers, if he passes here, you don't even recognize them. You don't know them, because they've got no job. They are not benefiting you with anything. When we cut deputy ministers, we save millions of money, because they've got a house provided by government in Pretoria and in Cape Town. They've got staff members, Pretoria, Cape Town. They've got people who look after them, bodyguards, Pretoria, Cape Town. They've got cars given to them, Pretoria, Cape Town. For what? So once you cut all of this, you save a lot of money, and then you give it to Abu Gogo, because they deserve that money. They are looking after our communities. So fighters will outline the plan on Saturday. Mabhida is going to be raid. We are going to make history, because we don't want a bus from outside KZN. We want that stadium to be full with people of KZN alone, so that we can tell the whole country that EFF exists everywhere, including in KwaZulu-Natal. Because EFF is a leader. When we announced we are going to Mabhida, ANC announced after and said it's going to Mabhida. And then the IFP followed, said they are going to Mabhida. They are following the leader. We are leading, they are coming after us. Even the election results are going to be like that. EFF, ANC and others. Because the EFF must be the biggest party in KwaZulu-Natal. So fighters, let's go mobilize our people. Let's make sure we fill the buses on Saturday morning. Before other regions arrive, eThekwini must be there first to receive the visitors who are visiting you on Saturday. So I will see you on Saturday, and we'll have a beautiful rally. Many people were threatening that we will not go to Mabhida, they will close Mabhida. We said, for who? Score namanje, sesifikile phakathi inside. There is no one who can stop us, because the EFF is unstoppable. If you stand before the EFF, it will crush you. It's an unstoppable train. Amanda! Amanda! Auno makubi siyaya siyaya noma kubi siyaya siyaya noma besedubula besishaya besibopha noma besedubula besishaya besibopha. Who left? Who right? Come on, son. Who left? Guitar.